you all are ready for a new week. Miss Beauty, I had to look for a second to figure out who it was. Just came through the door. Willow put her in there last night, so she's still doing that, which I don't like. Can you stop? You're gonna get hurt. And we were on baby checks all night long because Chocolate Chip was due yesterday, but she did not have any kids. So hopefully she has them soon. I don't like checking all throughout the night. So I guess the goats were in this room last night because they kind of made a mess. Weren't you in here, Miss Beauty? Did you make a mess? Good morning. Hi, pretty girl. What do you want? Good morning, Mom. It's 23 degrees, so it's kind of chilly. But no snow, no rain, so won't complain. Good morning, goaties. Oh, Chocolate Chip. You're so big. She was in the kidding room last night, but did not have any kids. And she feels pretty full this morning, so I feel like she could go soon. I feel like they need a little more exercise. Good morning, goaties. All the babies are in the dark room. Let's see if we can turn on some lights. I had to go buy a feed for them today. William's not feeling good, so he won't be out to milk Pancake. I think Willow was up. Good morning, babies. This is the dough corner. All the doughs are back here. Good morning. Hi, Basil. Taffy. Come here, Taffy. You gotta stay in the dough corner. Did you guys sleep okay? Little Miss Pepper, she's so tiny. Last night we tried to give her a bottle. She would not take it. I don't know why. Why won't you drink your bottle now? She was drinking it really well. So maybe she already filled up with milk from Sage. Good morning. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Sahaya, hi. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Snickers. This is Basil. Hi, Basil-y miss. I'm doing well. How are you, Sahaya? Sorry, not sure exactly how to say your name. Sorry, Pepper. A big stretch. Okay, so they look all warm and snuggly. They ate almost all of their alfalfa last night in here. Nutmeg, what are you doing? You're making a weird face. This is called the Fleeman response. I don't know what she's doing. She looks crazy. So I'll probably go over this room with some more bedding. Hi, Pancake. Are you ready to get milked? Hi, babies. Good morning. Good morning, brothers. Can I help you? My name is Ashley. I'm in the United States. Okay, Miss Pancake. Babies, you're in the way. It's hard to walk around in here with all the babies jumping up on you. Okay, come Pancake knows to use her ramp, but the ramp is not set up, so. Everybody wants to use the ramp. Sage. Go eat in there. Everyone's acting a little crazy this morning. I'm not sure what's going on. Mocha, for sure, is hungry. You can see him ready for his bottle. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna milk Pancake. Like I said, I have to go get feed this morning. They're gonna have to buy more each time. They're just eating more with me and milk than they were before. Sit down. She is not supposed to be over here. So I feel like the does that are milking are not producing as much as they have in previous years. I'm not really sure why. It's the same type of feed. So I don't know if they are tired of it. They're not eating as much as, as much in pellets as they have in past year. I am thinking about adding something different to the feed mix than what we have been currently giving them, or adding more beet pulp to the does that are currently in milk. I had a problem with adding the beet pulp to the dry does because it was adding too much calcium to their diet, so causing their zinc to be low, which resulted in some hair issues. So I don't really know. I think when I go to the feed store today, I will pick up something maybe a little bit sweeter. I haven't fed a molasses type feed in years, a textured grain. The company that I usually buy for feed, Kalmbach, does make a milk maker pellet. It is textured. So I'm thinking about adding that, but not giving that completely, just adding that in with the pellets and the beet pulp and seeing if that helps with the milk production. So this is from Pancake this morning. That's 12 hours and it's maybe 13 ounces, which I think is kind of low. Okay, Mocha Mocha, you ready for your bottle? Nutmeg, stop it. Be nice. Nutmeg is being a total grouch. Okay, buddy. Mocha's like so hungry. Mocha. Okay, baby. Time you sit down in here, you're getting like 1,000 babies on you. Feels like 1,000. It's just this pesty ones. Do you want to drink of the bottle too, buddy? So last night I brought out a full bottle to try to give to all the other babies that are still on their dams, so they're still getting dam's milk. Thought that they might like a bottle as well because we've been trying to train them on the bottle. Hardly any takers. I think we ended up dumping out most of it. Hey, Sahia, kids are doing well. My son is not feeling that well right now, so I don't know if he has the flu, but the flu is going around really badly right now in our region. Okay, goaties. Lost my bottle baby. Currently have this little brother baby jumping on me. Pancake, this is your son. Yes. Pancake has been like checking on Mocha. She keeps licking him even though she did not accept him after he was born. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she smells that he is that he has been drinking her milk or something, because I know the dams can smell that. But it's kind of weird because it's been so long after he's been born. It's been 2.5 weeks at this point. Excuse me, brother. Brother is standing right on my arm. Who is yelling? Sage? Sage, your babies cannot jump up that high. Oh, excuse me. Poor Mocha's still trying to drink, even in all of this chaos. Okay, brother, it's your turn. Do you want to drink? Mocha, please. Sorry, guys. They are pushing all the buttons on my phone. I think I'm going to have to go get more milk for these babies. I don't think I have another doe to milk unless I pull out Sassy and milk her. Okay, you're going to have to drink it. He knows how to latch onto the bottle, but when he's done, he starts doing this. Just pushing the bottle with his nose. If you're full, Mocha. You can stop. He gets very jealous when I offer the bottle to other babies. Mocha. Okay. No, I'm going to offer it to another baby now, okay? When you sit on the ground here, you become a jungle gym for all of the babies. The babies that I would really like to drink are these little girls in sweaters, Pepper and Basil, because they're so tiny. I'm kind of worried about how tiny Pepper is. She is just a week old, so she's allowed to be somewhat tiny. I have been weighing her. She's been gaining weight, but she still looks like she is not filling out. And her dam is a first-time mom, so I'm just worried that she's not producing enough for her yet. And I've been seeing them nurse constantly, which will help, tell her to produce more. It's your turn. It's your turn to drink the bottle. Just try it. She's so cute. She has the sweetest little face. It's your turn, Pepper. She's not hungry. You need to eat. So even if she's not drinking from the bottle, I've been feeding her sister since they do have the same dam. I figure if one is fuller, at least she will get more from the mom. See, this one feels nice and heavy, but this one loves to drink. It's a very vigorous eater. This is Basil. She's so cute. Look at her little milk foam build up. You're drinking out the milk. Good job, Basil. I think you're about done. Just a little bit. It's all gone. You're so sweet. Look at her face. She just has the cutest face. You are so cute. Yes, you are. You're very cute. Okie dokie. Do you want more milk? So, I guess since Willow actually separated Sassy's kids last night, I can pull Sassy out and milk her. Peter has made his way back into the barn. Good morning, Billy. Hope you're doing well. Here's Mr. Peter. Good morning, Peter. I put food for him outside because he has been hopping around outside. And I don't know if he found it. Okay. So I'm going to grab Sassy, and I guess we'll just go ahead and milk her. was outside because I went out there and she's standing there. It's the problem with triplets. They all look the same. You feel like you're looking at different ones, and it's actually, you feel like you're looking at the same goat, but it's actually different goats. And I think that I don't know if she jumped back in with Sassy or what. We really probably need to move the table because that's like becoming a launching pad for these goats. When they jump up on it, they jump over. Sorry guys, you got crashed by these babies. They knocked down the stand. They're terrorists. They're terrible. Guys. They're so naughty. You guys are the naughtiest. Look at them. They're out of control completely. We have 9 babies here. We have 5 goats due this week. So at the end of this week, we'll probably double our amount of babies. And it's already chaotic. I don't feel like we're managing them well. Yeah. Did you put Libby out last night? Because she was back in with Sassy. Who? Libby. No. She was sitting there shooting at the net. I bet she jumped through. I think she jumped over where the table is. Yeah, probably. So like a cup of cow milk? Yeah. I absolutely love the teat size on the stove, so I really hope her dough kids have the same teats. And the same udder texture. Very pliable. Very, very easy to milk. Libby did jump back in and stole all of the milk for herself. Even though these doe kids are now like 8 months old, they're still drinking milk from Sassy. They're growing really well, and they were super small when they were born. They were like, I don't know, they were a pound. Sorry guys, I didn't see all your new comments. Hi Season Troll, do I have any pigs? No, I don't have any pigs. Why do the goats ram each other? They have a lot of issues with each other. They live together all the time and they have lots of different moods. Philip, I thought this was Pakistan. Sorry, this is Indiana. Goat masala. The goats have beards, yes. I have male goats. The does do have beards. I shave off the beards when we get to show season. Typically, doe goats are, is it warm willow? Typically, does have their beards shaved for show. I think they look cleaner and neater. Their whole body gets a number 10 clip, actually. The males, you actually don't shave them for show. Where did this come from? Oh, that was so their beards are allowed to grow for years. Some of the shows that I've been to recently actually have a beard contest for the bucks, which I think is kind of fun. I thought I put her away. So I think we have a jumping problem. Yeah. I really have to go buy feed. No, I think Libby drank it all. Okay, goats. Babies, are you ready for your milk? He's so stupid. Hi, Snickers. Snickers will never drink the bottle, but she's so cute.
Yes.
Okay, so to be honest, I actually stole milk from the goats last night because where I go to buy feed, the lady there, I had taken her some goat milk caramels. I make caramels with the goat's milk. And she saw me and she said, do you make them often? My grandson keeps begging me for goat milk caramels and now he's leaving notes for them. And so I told her that I would bring her some caramels. So in order to do that, I had to steal some milk from the goats. So at this point now, that's why I'm giving the goats regular cow's milk. For bottle kids, you could just give them whole cow's milk. It actually works better than the milk replacer for kids. A lot of times I will add in either a dash of heavy whipping cream for the extra fat, or I'll add a squirt of Dine. Dine is a high calorie supplement that you can give to livestock. For these guys, I am dumping in Sassy's milk. Nigerian dwarf milk is really high in butter fat, so I try to give them goat's milk whenever possible. However, cow's milk, they will still grow and thrive on it, and you can add in the extra fat. Mr. Mocha, are you cold? See, you can see my bottle baby. He's very chunky. He's growing really well. He's 2 weeks old. We need to sweep this room. Good morning, Mocha. His hair is so soft. Yes, you are so soft and sweet. Hi, Jade. Goat's ears are, I like the most. Do you like floppy ears? All of these goats are supposed to have upright ears. Mr. Mocha's have taken a while to go back upright. Hi, Perry, or Perry. I'm sorry, not sure how to say your name. Oh, you're from India. Very cool. Yes, if you're ever in the U.S., come and look us up. Oh, sorry, babies. I stole your goat's milk. A lot of people here will give goat's milk to puppies. They'll give it to other baby animals. They'll give it to their dogs. They'll put it in soap. They'll drink it. They'll make cheese. So when we go to shows, a lot of local shows will just go ahead and have like a big collection area. And everyone will put their goat's milk there because at a show you typically let your dough fill up for quite a while, usually 15 hours. When on a normal day you'll do like 12 hours in between milkings because 2 milkings a day, you space it out 2 times. But a lot of times I'll let them get a few hours of extra fill to really show off their memories. And so then when they milk that out before they go back home, instead of just dumping the milk, because you're at a show, you can't process it or chill it right away like you would at home. They will have a wildlife rehabilitation person come and collect the milk in order to feed to whatever animals they have. Okay, Mocha already ate, so I'm not sure why he's eating again.
Yeah.
Which baby needs to eat? Okay, babies. Who wants a bottle? Actually, Basil didn't finish a bottle either. Do you want to grab Basil?
Oh, yeah.
She was in the middle of a jump. Did you get snatched? Okay, Miss Basil. Are they trying to get you? Are they trying to steal your milk?
Yeah.
Okay, so this full-grown doe will steal the milk. She loves milk. Are you all full? Okay. I couldn't get Pepper to drink any, but I was doing it one-handed, so maybe that's why. Penny. Penny and Sassy. Penny has so many moon spots. You see all these light-colored spots on top of her coat? Those are called moon spots. They're pretty popular in Nigerian dwarfs. A lot of people really like them. She's got one on her face. It has to be a colored spot on top of another colored area of her body. Like, it can't be white or black on top of white or black. Okay, Frosty. I think she collapsed the nipple.
Yeah.
Are you even getting any? Get those ears back. She is like full concentration mode. So Given, you can't just have one goat kid. You have to have two. They are a herd animal. So Emmy, yes, again, you have to have at least two, so that way they have a friend. How tall do they get? So these are dwarf goats. The height limit for them to be in the show ring is 22.5 at the withers, 22.5 inches at the withers for does. So a lot of my does, actually all of my does are under that. I don't have any over height does. For bucks, it's 23.5 inches at the withers. I do have some over height bucks. A lot of normal sized goats are over 30 inches at the withers. Oh, so you have normal sized goats. Okay, sorry, I misread your comment. What kind do you have? Do you have Nubian, Alpine, Obes, Sonnens, Togs, La Manchas, a mix? Good morning, Ember. Hope you're doing well. We're trying to get Miss Frosty to drink some milk. Frosty, commit. Let me wipe it off. They don't usually like when it has slobber on the nipple. Okay. This is I know it's milk, but I'm not really hungry. You're so cute, Frosty. She's still pretty small. She's now 3 weeks old as of yesterday. You can see she's pretty tiny. Actually, Taffy looks bigger than she does.
Yeah. Snickers is almost the same size.
Yeah, Snickers is like almost the same size as Frosty. I think Licorice, it's my suspicion that Licorice is producing a ton. And Licorice has a beautiful memory system. She's got really lovely attachments. Do you want to try with Pepper?
Yeah.
Where is Pepper? Where's your sister, Basil? Hi, Basil. You're so cute. She looks so much like Hazel did when she was a baby.
She does. She's so big.
Where's your sister? Guys, why are you on the wood? It's not safe for babies. I think that they probably need to start going out in the pasture. It's sunny today, it's cold, but it's not raining. There's no snow on the ground. So it would be good for these kids to get out and get some fresh air, get some freedom to run. So we will likely be putting them all out. The only issue that I have with that is that I usually have to empty all the water tubs because they love to jump on things. A lot of times they don't look where they're jumping. They just see something and assume that it's a hard surface. So already Willow said that when Chia's buckling went out with her, he did jump into the metal water tank. Luckily she was there, and he did jump right back out, but of course he was wet and had to be dried off. So a lot of times what I'll do with the water tanks is I'll put a clean cinder block in the water. That way if they jump in, they can get right back out. With the metal one, I feel like I could put like a little board ramp. But even if they get right back out, they're going to be so cold because it's still really cold out. Okay, ma'am, you need to try the milk. You're so tiny. You need some milk. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. She got milk on her face.
No.
Do you want me to hold her and you try it? She's so cute.
Yeah, she is.
Good morning, Oh, sorry, Emmy. I was already chatting with you. You have alpines. Yes, alpines are so much bigger than these guys. I actually have quite a few friends that raise alpines, and one of them posted that their doe had a kid that weighed 16 pounds.
What?
And it had the largest, whitest little muzzle. It was really cute. It was still wet from being born, but it was a huge kid. Good morning, Zach. Thank you, Amber. Not sure how to say your name. Is it Medi? Actually, I put Sage out.
Oh, okay.
Kidding season, I feel like, is one of the most time-intensive times because they all need different things. Basil, what are you even doing in here by yourself? You can see Sassy has decided that the best way to eat this grain is to stand on the other side of the fence and put her head through. Bye, Zach. You're from Iran. Cool. Well, welcome. Not even sure why Pancake's still out here. She does keep yelling to Mocha. See, now she's actually checking Mocha. Pancake, that is your son that you did not accept. Are you accepting him now? Cecily is very crazy and chaotic. She always is doing things that I have no idea why she's doing them. And I honestly have a suspicion, she's very loud, she's got an annoying scream, that's why she was sold. I bought her last February. She's got a beautiful mammary system. She had 4 kids last July. She had 3 does and a buck. But she's crazy and she's loud. So when that farm was making cuts, I think they thought the annoying one has to go. But I also own her half-brother, so she's not alone here. I had bought him back in 2020 from a farm in New York. And then his dam was sold to a farm in South Alabama. And I really love his dam. She's gorgeous. So when his half-sister, I noticed that she was for sale. I went ahead and bought her, and she was shipped up from Alabama. There's a goat. There's quite a few. Oh, darn. There's quite a few goat shippers. The guy that I used for her actually uses a minivan, and the goats sit right behind him in the van. I felt really bad for him. He said that he had like a stomach flu the whole way up, and he was stopping, and he was sick. And I think it was only a 10-hour drive. He probably made a few detour stops, but it ended up taking him 3 days. And if I had known that beforehand, I probably would have just drove down and got her myself. But you know, when she got here, she acted like no big deal. She fit right in with the herd. She's not an anxious goat at all in that respect. She stands really nicely while you milk her. She walks pretty well. I made the mistake of bringing her and her kids, though, to the state fair. And I don't think I got, like, any sleep both nights. We had tried to separate the kids the one night, and they kept making too much noise. And a lot of people were sleeping in the barn. You know, if you go to a goat show, a lot of people sleep in the barn. I was sleeping in the barn. And so we ended up putting them back with her. But then they kept finding cracks in the pen because they were so tiny. And they would just walk right through the pens like they weren't even there. Pancake is like, well, I know Mocha's a bit older. Ashley did the night feeding. She's ready to step back in. Honestly, it feels like that because she started, like when we put her out here with the herd, she would start calling to Mocha and he was answering. But he has never drank from her, so he doesn't even know how to drink from her. Like even Chad didn't know if we were, sometimes we will let like the kids drink right from the dough on the milk stand. And so he was trying to do that, and I'm like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not going to drink. So he was feeling good. We had to pull him, and it was kind of long, and it was cold. And so right afterwards, I think she was a little bit stressed from the whole labor experience. I ended up sending him in the house because I was worried he was so cold. And so she didn't really get a chance to like lick him off and look at him. So then after that, when we tried to give him back to her when he was dry and warm, she just kept running away from him. So she didn't really accept him or care for him as a baby. But she's still getting milked, and he is eating that milk. Sorry guys, I'm going up a ladder. So I don't know if she smells like the scent of him drinking her milk or what, but now she keeps talking to him. Guys, why do you have to stand on it? Excuse me. This is Pancake's daughter from 2023. Chocolate chip. So in 2023, Pancake gave both of her kids blue eyes. And then she never did it again. 2024, none of the kids had blue eyes. 2025, Mocha does not have blue eyes. I think she ran out of blue pigment. Oh, hi Eric, thank you. Yeah, Pancake is like, I skipped all of the extra needy newborn kid drama. Now that he's pretty independent and he's getting fed 4 times a day, I'll just come out here and stand on the milk stand and get extra food while I get emptied out. I don't have to deal with a rotten little kid butting my udder. They usually do not mind their kids drinking, but as they get older, sometimes they'll just wean them themselves. Of course, some does here are not good about weaning them, and the kids end up drinking and drinking for months. And one of those does is tiny. Yes, you are absolutely guilty of that, Tiny. Look how big her dough kit is. Tiny is going to be 7 years old. This dough kid is 10 months old. And she is almost as big as her dam. She has drank so much milk. Look how big Eclipse is next to Tiny. If I weighed them, I bet they would be similar in weight. You've given her too much milk, Tiny. Yes, you have fed her too much. Why are you so large, Eclipse? Eclipse even started growing a beard, which is weird. She's not even a year old. Most of the time, the junior kids don't grow a beard. Hey, Nisha. Nisha's due Tuesday, and she's one that I think is going to pop soon. doesn't like me checking, but she feels pretty full. And she looks like she's got 2 big basketballs on either side. How do you feel, Nisha?
Do you think the babies don't like the cow milk?
When I offered them pancake milk yesterday, they did not want it either. I think they're not hungry. Did you try Frosty's Brothers?
Yeah, I'll do them.
It does have to be warm. It has to be like 105, otherwise they don't want it. Cinnamon's looking very large as well. Well, when is Cinnamon due? I think she is due in April. Gosh, she looks big. Cinnamon, you still have 2 months. I think it's the end of April. Or is it the end of March? Tiny is due this month. She's due February 20th. Cinnamon looks like she's the same size and she's still got like a month or 2 months left. Can I help you? You guys realize the same hay is in the feeders, right? Excuse me. Can I help you? Easy still has over a month left. Easy. The door's locked. Guys, I am locked out here with you. What?
Yeah, because pumpkins is, she was bred the 6th of
No,
November.
I think we do have the date written down.
Not the due date.
We don't?
No.
Oh, I didn't write it down?
Yeah.
Does that mean we have 21 doughs bred? We're going to have to hire someone more organized to compile all of our due dates for us. I do have it. What? March 31st. Okay, never mind. We do have it. She has, let's see, 31 days. 18 days left in February, so she's got 49 days left. Good morning, Peter. Hazel is another one that I think is going to have her sooner rather than later because she feels like she's got a lot of milk. Hey, Nutmeg. I know Chad bought straw yesterday, so I was going to spread some of it around. Are you getting a scratch, Revy? So I bought them this molasses lick again, and now they keep standing on it. Last time they loved it, they ate all of it. So I keep washing the top half. I don't know what to do with it. I think I'm gonna have to put it outside so that way they don't try to get on it as much. Turkeys are being really loud this morning. Everybody's being loud. Shells. So anyway, I did make goat milk caramels last night. I was cutting them up this morning and wrapping them.
You do have 21 originally, because there's 20 here, but you don't have time written down.
I thought I did have time written down.
I'm not on
Oh, it's on the other side.
the, yeah. I'm just doing this so you
Yes. Hi, Snickers. Sassy. Standing in the feed pan is the best way to stand. Okay. I have time here.
18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, I don't think Cookie is bred.
Oh yeah, Cookie now.
So we have 20 bred because Cookie is going to be 3 years old and she has never been bred. I honestly think she might be sterile. But she was a single doe kid, so I don't know. I was going to see if there was some type of blood test that we could pull blood on to test for sure before I get rid of her to like a pet home. We have not had any new babies in over a week, but I have, look at Basil and Nutmeg's baby having a fight. I have 1 due yesterday and 2 due tomorrow. 1 due sometime this week. She has a range. And then when is Minnie due? Minnie is due Thursday. So we have 5 does due this week. Hopefully they don't go a week over like Sage because that was exhausting.
Cinnamon isn't written on this side, and time isn't written on this side, so you do have 21.
I thought I did write Cinnamon down.
I don't think on this side.
I was trying to write them in order.
Yeah. She's right before Pumpkin.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys have your ramp back. Whoa, Mocha. Are you gonna give us a big jump, Mocha? So these 2 kids are 9 days apart, and look how big Nutmeg's baby is compared to Basil. It's ridiculous. Nutmeg's kid is probably one of the biggest Nigerian dwarf babies I've seen.
Yeah.
Why are you so big? Mocha's pretty large too. Still not as big as this guy though. Where are you going, Basil? So these are the 2 singles. They usually hang out together. They don't have any siblings, so it's good that they're friends. They've been starting to nibble some feed. So when I go to the feed store today, I'm thinking I'm gonna try a new kid feed. Usually I give them calf manna. But I've been reading really great things about the Kalmbach. It's like a Kalmbach Performance kid grower. So I think I'll try that and see if they like it. Usually the kid feeds have a coccidiostat in them. Honestly, with my winter babies, it's much less of an issue than when we get to the warmer months like May or June or July. Basil. Basil's trying to stay balanced. All the babies are coming in. Good morning. So they've recently started jumping from milk stand to milk stand. They're all very energetic this morning. Oh my goodness, you guys are so crazy. Oh, you made the jump. Mocha did not make the jump. Oh, Mocha, you hit your head, buddy. Mocha is not as agile as some of the other babies. Maybe because of his little round tummy.
Yeah.
This guy has super long legs, so he can jump on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Little Pepper, she just can only jump on the little concrete step. I do have chickens for eggs. I have 10 chickens. They actually did start laying again recently. They took a break over the winter. So I've been getting like 2 eggs a day. They are Orpingtons, which are not as prolific of layers as like the Rhode Island Reds or the Golden Comets, but they usually provide us with enough eggs, and usually with extra, like especially in the warm months. It's usually a few months that I become overloaded with eggs, and sometimes you get burnout on eggs. What is in the loft?
That the baby hit that door?
Was it?
Somebody hit the door. Pancake and Sassy are in big fight.
Someone gonna come to the ramp? Pancake and Sassy are having
Ooh.
a wrestling match. Oh, he made the jump.
Wow. Ew, the turkey's out here.
Out where? The vulture came.
Babies. Come back.
This turkey is not very nice. I don't have any large animals. I have 50 goats, 10 chickens, 2 turkeys, and a bunch of rabbits. We only have 2 acres, so I feel like we're kind of full. Mocha, are you gonna jump? After Mocha drinks his milk, he usually goes and takes a nap.
Yeah.
He's kind of a low-key guy. Hi, Leanna. Good morning. Thank you. They are cute. Go, it's Taffy.
Ooh.
Taffy's doing all kinds of jumps.
Stop holding Pepper. Okay.
Taffy, what are you doing? I love her face. She's got the cutest white blaze and such a cute little pink nose.
She's so cute.
She doesn't want to jump down. She enjoys having the whole milk stand to herself. Although you're getting climbed on by all the babies.
Get ripped apart.
Oh, wow. How many cats? So I have two house cats and then 3 barn cats. One house cat comes out and eats mice. And one barn cat I feel like eats no mice. Hi, Grown's Family Farm. Try Dutch baby pancake. A puffy pancake. I have never heard of that. I'll have to look it up. That actually sounds really good.
Yeah. Snickers.
Like if we don't wash them, I know they keep for a long time, but sometimes, you know, you just get like burnt out on the egg taste. And I know that they're really healthy and they got lots of protein, but yes, having something to hide the eggs in would be great. My turkey has also started laying. The turkey eggs taste the same, but I noticed that the yolk is actually smaller than my chicken egg. It's actually harder to crack as well. I don't know if it's because the turkey's young and so hasn't really gotten to its full size, or if it's just not been bred to produce like the ideal eating egg or something. I don't know. I ended up with 2 female turkeys, but I only get eggs from one. I don't know if the other one hides eggs or just doesn't lay eggs. They eat a lot more, so I feel like they eat a lot more than the egg they produce. Maybe that's why people just use them for meat.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. My kids love pancakes. So I will look up a Dutch baby pancake. I'll have to remember that. Actually, I'll have to write it down. I can never hardly see the comments once the video is over unless I try to scroll through. Dutch baby. Oh! You're now part of the jump routine. They launch off of Willow. Tabby's gonna do it too. Hi, baby. Yeah. Peter said nice camouflage onesie. This camouflage onesie has made its way, it's actually a set of coveralls, has made its way through our whole family. When my husband was younger, he was really thin. And so I think he actually wore it. And then it was like too short. So then I wore it for a while. And then it felt like still too tight. And so I gave it to Willow. Now she wears it. Maybe William will wear it after you're done. Okay, so these bucks are 2 to 3 weeks old, and do you already hear how bucky they sound? I typically don't like to weather them this early. A lot of people have claimed that bucks as young as 8 weeks old have successfully settled does. So it's something that I do watch. I have never had one that young. A lot of times bucks that I buy, even at 4 to 5 months old, seem like they can't settle does. So I think it's frustrating that some bucks do that you don't want to that early. I typically wait because of urinary calculi, which is more prevalent in wethers. And they say if you wait longer, I guess the urethra grows longer, so that way they get less of a chance of urinary calculi. However, my vet, who's a goat raiser himself of many years, he will just go ahead and ban them at 1 week. So, and I've heard some breeders say there's no difference, or oh no, Pepper, you just did a roll, or the difference is like very, very minuscule. So I don't know. I do have someone asking about these 2 brothers for a 4-H project for this year. So they're currently 10 pounds. They would have to be 50 pounds by July. So they would have 5 months. I do think they could get to 50 pounds, but it would take, a concentrated effort. They're not going to be like grazing on grass and getting 50 pounds. They're going to need to be bottle fed for quite a while longer and then fed like a heavy duty grain. Where did I get the baby goats from, Leanna? So I had 20 does due this spring. So Sage, was that you? So they've all been having babies. Hi, turkey. This turkey's actually really sweet. The black one is not very nice. It pecks the goats. Good morning, Marky Mark. Marky. Marky is my brother. Are you ready for 4-H to start tonight? So our main club, my sister-in-law is helping run it this year, has a lot of members in it in our county. And so the first meeting is tonight. So it's like a big shebang with lots of pizza and bounce houses. So I feel like Marky will be there helping to corral kids, maybe. No, Ashley will. Feels like 4-H never ends. When you have dairy goat projects, it doesn't end. That's when you see market projects. They get the project in the spring. When July comes around, they dispose of the project somehow. It gets eaten or it, goes for sale at the fair and it gets taken there. When you have dairy goat projects, they're here 365 days a year. And unless you're very diligent about it, your herd is growing every year somehow. So my kids are allowed to sell 2 projects in the 4-H auction. This year, I think we've never done dairy wethers before. I do have some older, bigger wethers. So I think they're both going to take those. And then either we're going to get 2 hogs. I don't want to get 2 hogs each because the last time we ended up with 2 hogs because my son did a gilt and a barrow. We ended up with so much pork that I even sold a lot to family and friends, and like we were just burnt out. Actually, I am still finishing up that pork. I think there's only like 2 hams left. So if they both did hogs, we could just get 2 and them do 1 each. And that would be more manageable than getting 4. At our county fair, they don't have a market buyer. So that means that if you sell your hog in the 4-H auction, you get the premium from the buyer and you take the hog back home. So it's the same way with chickens. Sir, why are you up on that table? This kid has too long of legs. He's naughty. He's mischievous.
Don't let the turkey if it's not bothering you.
So, hi Buzz. How do the chickens and the goats get along? I don't have the chickens and goats together, and they do get along fine. Sometimes the goats will butt the chickens away. But the reason I don't have them together is because my goats are fiends for chicken feed, and I don't want them to eat chicken feed. Chicken feed can kill your goat very, very quickly. So that's why they're not together. And actually, right where we live right now, my chickens can't be out because they keep running into the road. And they're obsessed with the road. Like, they don't even want to be anywhere except the road. I don't understand why. But it's too much work to like have to stay home and constantly guard them from the road, and we don't have a fence around the perimeter.
Where's his sister? There she is.
Good morning. I'm not sure how to say your name. Maninder Singh. I do sell the babies. I'll be selling my bucklings this year. I will probably be keeping all of these doe kids because he jumped all the way down. Because they're from my new buck. So I bought a new buck in the spring. I'm really excited about him. I saw some of his half-sisters at a show that I judged. And I saw his dam at the national show, and I think that they will be an improvement in mammary system attachments over the other goats that I have. So we're always breeding, hoping to improve. Every breeding, I feel like, doesn't always work out the way that you want it. As a whole, I've been really happy though with my kids so far. I breed a lot for emphasis on general appearance. And as a whole, I think that, overall they've got really lovely width. I love the feet and legs on them. So that's... So farm life with AFF. Good morning, Abby. I know that you have babies coming soon. In March, I think you said. So, Leanna, now these buck kids will go as wethers, which means they go as 4-H projects, so they don't get sold for a lot. They're not very big. Dairy wethers do not sell for a lot. Especially Nigerian dwarf dairy wethers. If you have like a really stocky La Mancha or a stocky Nubian, it's going to sell for maybe a couple $100s. These guys, if they go younger, they will still need to be bottle fed. They're probably under $100. Willow is very big and Dixie is getting there.
Ooh.
Hi, Harris. I got grounded. I got pink eye.
What?
So oh, Paris. So I probably won't be selling any of my does, but the does would sell for quite a bit more than the wethers. So I only have purebred goats, and they're all registered, so they can all be, you can look at their pedigree back generation after generation.
Mrs. Basil. Mrs.
So a full-grown goat will sell for a lot more than a younger doe, if the full-grown doe is, you know, kind of checks all the right boxes. So when I bought Sassy, I paid $600 for her, and I thought that was a good price. She was not bred. She was 2 years old. She came from a herd that was owned by a veterinarian, so I knew that she was disease-free. And so that's pretty normal. Yeah, I do sell a lot of wethers as pets too. So typically a pet wether will sell for usually about $100 if he's weaned. Brothers. Goodness, crazies. So Dutch babies or Dutch pancakes are good, Ember. I'll have to try them. I can't believe I've never heard of them. What are you guys all doing out here? How many more babies do I have? I have had 9 so far out of 5 does. So it turns out I didn't add them all to the list. So that means there's 16 more does left to kid. And right now the doe kids are winning. We have had 5 doe kids born and 4 buck kids born. So this is why Frosty's not drinking the bottle. See her over here racing to get milk from Chia. And she only let them drink maybe 10 seconds, and that's very normal. They drink really fast. They learn to be very fast. Chia's kids are always really big and healthy and chunky. Not sure what's going on over here. You guys chatting? So, see Mocha went to walk over to Sage and she gave him a grouchy look. Mocha, you can go over by Pancake. Pancake, remember your son? See, Pancake is so nice to everyone. She's always nice to the babies. Swedish Packers, or is it Swedish Pancakes? You guys know about so many different pancakes. I feel like I don't know much about pancakes. I usually just buy the pancake mix. Like, just add water. I need to expand my pancake repertoire. I did get up and check on Chocolate Chip a few times throughout the night since she was due yesterday, but she's a first timer and a lot of times they do go over, so. Yeah. Bernice's had kids. I haven't had her whole life. I've only had her since May. But she is almost 6 years old, so I would say she's probably had kids 4 times. Maybe this will probably be like her 5th time. So I could see her going before chocolate chip. Hazel's only had kids once, but she looks really ready too.
I think she went on her due date.
Did she go on her due date last year? Last year she had her kids during like that super cold spell
Yeah.
in January. You're eating my hair.
These things are terrible.
So at least this year it's not really super cold right now. Hi, Sahaya. Good morning. Sahaya. I am here. I think the babies are all getting sleepy. The other turkey terrifies me. You know, Ember, I'm almost just done with the turkey. I saw it pecking one of the babies. I saw it acting really aggressive, and it looks like a vulture. And I'm worried that it's out here pecking them when I'm not in here.
It definitely is.
So I'm like, maybe I'll see if I can find it a home, like with someone that has a male turkey and is looking for like a pair, because it's really mean.
You're worried about it picking out eyes.
And then one of the older kids has like a weird spot on her ear.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I'm worried that it's because the turkey pecked her. Because I've never had one do that before. And a lot of the kids are scared of the turkey. So I feel like it is pecking them because they don't want to be next to it. And usually they're curious about everything.
You've got all the boys on you.
I know. All these little bucklings are so friendly.
have 4
So
boys right
sweet. No,
That's so nice.
they're so soft this year.
They are.
I guess they're always soft.
Yeah.
I just forget how soft the babies are.
Mocha.
Mocha's always jealous for attention. Mocha actually comes inside a lot to eat. He's very good at jumping up the stairs.
Yeah.
So if you go inside, he'll just follow you. He'll follow you up the deck. He'll even follow you upstairs in the house. I was telling him about the goat lady's farm. I wonder what is done with the goats. Yes, I don't know if the black turkey will be staying. I haven't had it that long. It was a lady that needed to like rehome some turkeys she hatched. And so I'm like, well, you know, if they're mean, we can eat them. With it being a female, I don't know. They don't seem really large. See, like this turkey is nice. It's not trying to hurt the baby. And the baby's even nibbling it. The other turkey is not nice.
Yeah, I want to let them eat its feathers.
Okay, don't eat its feathers.
Yeah.
When they say goats eat anything, they will chew anything. They don't always swallow it though. Who was that? Crumble is fed up. I don't know what's going on with her. Okay, so that's probably why the black turkey turned mean, because the goats kept chewing its feathers. It couldn't take anymore. So maybe it needs to go to like a non-goat home. If it was a male turkey, I could see trying to eat it. But like a female, if someone was looking for like a breeding pair and they had males, probably be good for that. So some of my older does, I may move to more of a pet home or like a home milker. Not all of them. Sir, quit eating the feathers. Sahaya, okay. Well, if you have to go, bye. Not why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know why mine are always in the road. Some of the older does may go to like a home milker type home because they are not really competitive for showing. And I feel like here, the goats that are showing are getting a lot more attention than the ones that are not. Bernicia really looks like she could have those kids soon. They all want to be in the road. It's terrible, and we live on one of those roads where it's usually people that live on the road or know you or know about you. It's a very small town around here, so kind of everybody knows. Oh, you bought so-and-so's property.
Are you okay?
So it's really embarrassing to have to keep running out in the road. So as soon as I hear a car honk, I immediately assume that one of the critters is in the road. At our old house, we had fenced in by the road. We lived on a much busier road, but they still would find like ways to try to squeeze out. And of course, unless you clip their wings, a lot of chickens can fly at least a few feet, so they would just jump up and over. Good morning, Karen. Talking about my chickens' love of being in the road. This is Cookie. She's the one that's never had babies, and she will be 3 years old in June. She has the thickest hair of any goat here. Like, it feels like a sheep. You have to be warm, Cookie. You have like a whole suit on. Goodness. Oh, sorry, Turkey. I sit right behind you.
Look how big Misha is.
I know. I really think Hazel's gonna go soon too.
Yeah.
She just looks like she's going to.
Misha.
A good book about a goat is Gregory the Terrible Eater. I have never heard of that. I'll have to look it up. Does she interact with the babies? She's really sweet. She's sweet to everybody. She's like, I don't know, she's kind of low energy most of the time. She, like, not like in a lethargic way. She's just not crazy and chaotic like some of the others. So, I don't know why she's never gotten bred. I've tried to breed her. I've put her with the bucks a couple different times. Oh, you met with the babies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think when we do our annual testing where we pull blood on the does and then test them for CAE, I'll probably go ahead and pull blood on her and test her for that. I think that there's a blood test for the hermaphroditism. Or maybe it's for free martin. I know that they're very similar. A lot of times the only way you can tell which one the doe has is like a necropsy. So, of course, I don't want to do that.
Crumble.
Hi, Stacy Shepherd. It's not fair. Esau has everything. They're all busy munching hay. Crumble is very vocal today. Hi, Revy.
Aw.
Do you want to go back out, Pancake? I'm in Indiana, Leanna. I'm actually going down to judge a show in Oklahoma in May. There's goat breeders in your state. If you're looking for goats, there's always someone that will sell you a goat. I I think the show is in Stillwell. It's actually Memorial Day weekend. Do what?
That pig was still out by the bubble.
Of course she were. Hi, Nutmeg. So Minnie is due Thursday, this big black and white doe. She does not seem like she's as ready to go like Bernicia and Hazel.
Yeah.
Yes, so I keep all the bucks separate from the does. We have 2 separate pens, one for junior bucks and one for senior bucks. Sometimes the senior bucks can be too aggressive to be with junior bucks, so of course I don't want my new junior bucks to get beat up, so they get to live with other bucks their size and age. Hi, Easy. Hi, Clips. Clips is still green. It takes a while for that tattoo ink to wear down. Hopefully the tattoos remain legible. She actually has light colored ears, so it'll probably be easier to read her tattoos than it will be like for this black doe kid right here.
Yeah.
The ones with the black ears, the tattoos are always much harder to read. I get to read a lot of tattoos every year. So with La Manchas, the goats that don't have ears, they have to tattoo them in the tail. So they can either do the center of the tail or they can do the right and the left. So every time a goat wins champion of that breed, so a lot of shows will have anywhere from like 5 to 10 different breeds. The tattoos have to be checked on the champion. They also have to be checked on the reserve champion. And if they don't match up with their papers, then they don't get the credit for that leg. So it's always depressing when you go and you pick your champion and then you go to read the tattoos and the tattoos either are not there or they're somehow wrong. Usually it's younger does that haven't been shown before. So someone, was tattooing them and put the wrong tattoo in the wrong ear or something. I always feel bad for the owner. Or if the tattoo is illegible, they don't get credit. So that was part of the reason why I just started microchipping. But when I go in for health papers, if you go to an out-of-state show, so if I go to a goat show that's not in the state of Indiana, I have to have health papers from the vet before I can take my goats. So anytime I go to an out-of-state show, my vet only wants to read the tattoos. He doesn't usually read the electronic microchip. So I had to tattoo them anyway. If they do have an electronic microchip, they just have to have evidence of a tattoo. They don't have to have the entire tattoo to get credit for the leg. So some people will just put like one letter in the ear because that's evidence of a tattoo and then microchip them. I figure if you're gonna go ahead and tattoo part of it anyway, you may as well just go ahead and do the whole tattoo. I did have Sage. I microchipped her in the tail, and I don't know what happened to the microchip. The microchip has either migrated to a different part of her body that's not being read by the reader, or it fell out somehow. A lot of times they'll itch their tail. Maybe I didn't put it in deep enough, and I don't know, the microchip came out. So Sage is supposed to have a microchip. It's on her registration paper, but I don't know where it's at. Maybe she did not like being microchipped, so she pulled it out. Sage, where's your microchip? So when she won champion at the Indiana State Fair. So she got her tattoos checked Luckily, I had tattooed both ears because her microchip was missing. Why are you eating my finger, ma'am? Her babies are still only a week old. I am excited for her to, once they get a little bit older, I will get a nice fill on her udder to see how it looks. Nutmeg's udder is one of the least favorite in my herd. Sorry, Nutmeg. So I did breed her with Waylon. So Waylon is Sage's sire. His dam had, I think, a mammary system that appraised excellent. So hopefully, on his sire side too, the dam of his sire also had a really beautiful mammary. So hopefully there are some improvements in Sage over Nutmeg. I try not to judge first fresheners too harshly. Ideally, I would like to give them 2 freshenings just to kind of see. But now we're getting so many, I don't know if I can give them all 2 freshenings to make sure that it's worth, you know, keeping them as a show doe or not. So Minnie actually has a blown teat, so her mammary does look lopsided when it's completely full, which I hate for her because she actually has better attachments than Chia, which is her dam. And she's one of the very few daughters that I've gotten from Isaac. I've only gotten 4 daughters from Isaac, and I have had him for 5 years this year. Wait, do I have more than 4 daughters?
What is it?
I don't have more than 4 daughters. He throws a ton of buck kids. So I really hate to get rid of any of his daughters, but I don't like the blown teat on her. Her littermate sister has beautiful attachments. When she lifts up her leg, you see the attachment go all the way up the leg. But she doesn't have a good medial suspensory ligament definition, which is the ligament is like a curtain that comes down from the top of like the backbone where the rump is. It comes all the way down and basically holds the mammary system and separates the 2 halves. There should be a definition in between the 2 halves. You shouldn't see the floor of the udder being flat. So on Lucky Charm, hers looks kind of flat. And so there should be a cleft in between the 2 sides. And when you're using a milk machine, that makes the udder much easier to milk because you're not kind of pulling from each side. So this will be her, will this be her 2nd or 3rd? Oh, micro, it'll be her 3rd. It'll be her 3rd freshening. So I think by now this is as good as it's going to get for her. But she's not due till April, I think. So we'll see how it looks then. Hazel is another Isaac daughter. I do plan on keeping Hazel, even though I don't love the top of her rear udder. I really love the general appearance on her, especially when it comes to the front end. She's got really nice extension to the brisket. She's got a lot of smoothness where the shoulder blade meets the withers, which is something that Nutmeg doesn't have. So Isaac actually improved the front end on her. She's got a really nice rump. She's got a nice top line. She's got really strong legs and feet when you look down at her pasterns and her feet. She does not have a lot of width between the hocks. So we bred her with Goose last year. And her daughter, Time, has a lot of width between the hocks. You can see right here. So we're slowly improving. I think the general appearance, the skeletal part of the goat maybe is harder to improve than the softer tissues like the mammary system. So if I absolutely love the doe's general appearance, a lot of times I'll keep her and just breed her to a buck who has phenomenal udders in his pedigree. And that's why Cuddles is here. So hopefully Cuddles is able to do that. I'm looking at Chia's udder right now. This is not a pretty udder. It's an udder that I think appraised fair. So she's bred with Cuddles. Hopefully he improved that. Easy's udder, she's not full, appraised excellent. I used her son on a lot of does last year. I did sign back up for linear appraisals. Hopefully we get a stop here in Indiana. If we do, I will be taking my whole herd and transporting all of the does that are eligible for linears up to my sister-in-law's house, which is Mulberry Branch Farm. You can also get your bucks appraised if they're over a year. The does have to be milking.
Heavy.
So Revy is Easy's daughter. She already has a beautiful mammary, but she had a single buck kid last year. So a lot of times you will not see as much milk production when they have a single. I love the general appearance on Revy. I actually think she has stronger general appearance than Easy.
Yeah.
She's just almost 2 years old, so she doesn't have the body capacity. She doesn't have the dairy strength that Easy has. She doesn't have the mammary system yet, but I really feel like she has the potential to be better than Easy. Easy's other daughter is Lulu, and I don't know where she's at.
She's outside.
She might be outside. I really love the mammary system on Lulu. I feel like the mammary is better on Lulu than Revy. I don't like the general appearance as much on Lulu, and it's because of her neck into her withers. I feel like she's just a tiny bit U-necked, and I really hate the way that looks. I don't know if it can change. I'm not going to sell her anyway because she's Easy's daughter, but if I could change one thing, I would change that. And yes, front end is worth 5 points when you come to senior does on the scorecard. But when you're walking around the ring and you're viewing the side profile of the does walking, it matters a lot. Because the side profile is a lot of times where goats are getting judged when it comes to general appearance. So between that and mammary system. I didn't breed a lot of my juniors from last year, so I think the only ones that I bred are Time and Eclipse. And we ended up with 11 does last year, so only 2 of them got bred. So some of them will be shown as yearlings. If they were born before the end of May, they will be shown as senior yearlings. If they were born after May 31st, typically that's the cutoff for junior yearlings. So all of Sassy's doe kids can be shown as junior yearlings. And typically the junior yearling class is really small. A lot of people don't like to have junior yearlings born on their farm because they're being born in summer, they're being born in the fall when you're already trying to get into breeding season. Parasites are worse in the summer months. You have to deal more with coccidia. Crumble I didn't breed because I feel like her stature is a little bit small. Midnight and Moon I didn't breed, these black does, because they were smaller when they were born. I bred Time because she's huge. She was born in January. I bred Eclipse, again, because she's a monster. In terms of size, even though she was born in April, I think she's as big as Time. Of course, Sassy's kids I didn't breed because they were so small when they were born that I was like, I don't think that they're ever going to be big enough to breed. They actually have now all reached 40 pounds, so a lot of Nigerian breeders will go ahead and breed them when they're 40 pounds or when they're like, 4 to 5 inches at the thurls. But I don't like stressful births, so if I have any doubts, I will wait. I figure we have enough kids born this year. Enough babies. Blackberry is due this week. She doesn't have a lot of milk yet. Vanilla Bean was born on Mother's Day last year. She's big enough to breed. I did not breed her. She's still pretty young. And there's also the maturity issue with goats. You don't want them to be really too immature to have kids. Ends up being a headache right now when you're dealing with them. Can I have a baby goat? Yes, if you're local, I will come and get some baby goats. But you can't just have one. You have to have at least two. So Berkeley Davis, my goat's in labor right now. Oh my gosh, how exciting. I'm at my barn. Well, if she pops them out, let me know what she has. Turkey's creeping closer and closer. Good morning. So exciting, Berkeley. I wish some of mine were in labor right now so I don't have to keep checking the cameras. Licorice, why are you in there? Why aren't you out here with your babies? Are you taking a break? Minnie, are you ready to pop? Will you please have them on your due date? I will be gone all day Friday, so I'm really hoping that none of them go into labor on Friday because I will be gone, but both kids will be gone as well. My husband works remotely, so he's home all day, but he typically can't really leave his desk. So, like, he can sometimes, but he takes a lot of calls, so he can't, like, hop off whenever. So I really hope that none of them go Friday between the hours of, I don't know, 9 to 5. I feel like they will hear me say that and they will try to go into labor Friday. I'll also be in Indianapolis Thursday, but Willow will be here, I think, unless you go get Josie. So hopefully they don't go then either. We're all gone Friday, so I hope they don't go Friday. Willow, it's Starlight.
Yeah, she's been coming out here every morning.
This is the third barn cat that has never caught a mouse. Hi, Starlight. Yes, it's actually a female turkey. She really loves people. Oh, thank you, Karen. I think I'm gonna have to turn on a baby monitor camera because my baby monitors, I think because the barn is metal, they don't reach well to the house. And the blink cameras, like, they don't run continuously. You have to log in and check them. I feel like if I just ran a camera on the goats in the kidding room, like, maybe if they yelled, I would wake up. And I wouldn't have to set my alarm for every 2 hours. Or I could watch them Friday and see if Chad can be released from his desk to come to them. So the goats for eating, you could eat them, I guess, but these are dairy goats. They're not going to have a lot of meat. They're not bred for meat. They're bred for making milk. So they produce a lot of milk that I really love to get. So whenever milking season comes around, I'm really excited for the fresh milk, excited to make caramels and cheese and all the things. Ice cream, make ice cream from it. Eclipse is limping, you're right. So I don't know why she's limping. I think maybe she must have jumped on it. So she doesn't seem to be limping a lot. Usually I just give them a dose of, it's like human ibuprofen, or I'm sorry, livestock ibuprofen. It's Banamine. And that's safe too. She is pregnant, but honestly, they're too much work to try to eat. People do, and they are livestock, but you're getting much more from them by drinking the milk. They enjoy being milked. They get out. They get their own separate feed pan on the milk stand. Oh, that bucket's empty.
Yeah.
So all of my goats love being on the milking string. After they get the hang of it, they kind of automatically go up to their spot. Pancake has been a little rebellious about it. Maybe it's because she's starting to accept mocha or something.
Yeah,
Willow, she does look lopsided. Yeah, so she looks a little lopsided. I don't know why, but that really bothers me. What I've seen before is that sometimes one side will, like the milk will come out of the orifice faster and easier. So when the kids are drinking, they're actually drinking more from one side than the other. So that might be the case with her. She really probably needs to have the kids separated for a full 12 hours so we can see exactly what's going on. But the one night she was separate, when she came out, she was actually even. So I don't know why she looks uneven today. Did your dad buy straw yesterday? Was it up there? He did put it up there.
yeah.
You feel like throwing like 4 blocks down and I'll spread it before I go in? Or go by feet, I guess. Following you, ma'am. Oh my gosh, they're all snuggled up. You guys are so cute in your cuddle bottle. Okay, Tommy, well, some of these are a week old. I knew what you meant, Karen. So the ones in sweaters are the youngest babies. They have a little trouble regulating, and Pepper is so tiny. I feel like she's going to be wearing her sweater for a while. I'll probably switch it out so I can wash this one. She's wagging her tail a lot. Typically, no. It's not usually a sign I look for. Things that I look for to see if your goat is in labor is she at her due date? Is she full of milk? A lot of times the udder will feel tight by the time they're ready to give birth. If you feel around the tail, you should feel straight back behind the tail. And a lot of times it'll feel like the base of the tail is raised because they're so loose, ready for labor. You can also feel the ligaments there. They usually feel like tiny little pencils, but by the time they're ready to give birth, a lot of times the ligaments will be so soft that you won't be able to feel them. If they're laying to the side, they're not eating much, kind of with their ears back. If their stomach is making like a weird motion, like a contraction. If they have like an amount of heavy discharge, if they're actively pushing, it means they're ready to be in active labor. And by the time they're pushing, you should see a kid within 30 minutes. If you don't see a kid within 30 minutes, then you need to go in because usually there's something wrong and you are having to reposition kids. And a lot of times you're able to get them repositioned and there's not an issue. Oh, due date was 8 days ago. Oh no. That's a really long time, Berkeley. Are you sure she's pregnant? The feed that I give them is Kalmbach. I don't think it is organic. They eat a lot of hay. We get a lot of forage, especially in the summer months when we're milking a lot. We don't spray anything on our field. This straw is like very finely cut. Oh, excuse me, Easy. Turkey. With their udders being shaved, it's important that they have a clean area to lay down on because you don't want them to get staph. So in the winter, we do the deep bedding method, which means that we're layering it over the winter. And actually the heat from the waste, the manure, will kind of radiate heat and will keep them warm. And then we'll do a big clean out in the spring. I did do a big clean out right after the new year. Berkeley, does your goat have milk? If you went to milk her, would you get anything? If her tail's wagging, that's usually a sign that they're in heat and they're ready to get bred. That's not usually a sign for me that they're going into labor. But if her due date was 8 days ago and you're sure that she was bred, she needs to be having them soon. Oh, that buck out there is screaming. Or someone is. Boone, why are you yelling? You're so goofy. Oh, she's really big. Oh yes, I would definitely check her udder. Typically they do get full right before they give birth. And she should have at least colostrum. And checking the udder is really easy because, you know, you're just milking a little bit out to see if it's there. You're not like milking it all out or anything. Okie dokie. Well, Berkeley, I'm really curious to know what she has. Message me or comment on my video or something if she has them today. That's so exciting for you. Guys, I think I'm gonna jump off and get them some more water, go to the feed store and buy some more feed. Hopefully the grandson enjoys the caramels. Like I said, I stole their milk yesterday because at the feed store, the grandmother that sells me feed said her grandson was asking for more goat milk caramels. So I made the caramels last night. I cut them up this morning and packaged them. So, Karen, I don't know if you're still on here, but they're not low carb at all, but they're so good. So I am a little guilty. I did have to sample them this morning, of course, because I can't give them the caramels without making sure that they taste good. But I am restraining myself. Maybe I'll send some to the 4-H meeting tonight. That way I'm not tempted to eat them all. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming on today. I will be back. Actually, I'm working tomorrow, but Willow will be back tomorrow, probably at 9 a.m. So if you want to pop in and tell her hi, give her any updates. She usually lets me know everything that's going on. Berkeley, let me know if you have your goat kids. So have a great day, guys. Bye.